Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome to a new video. Today's video is a get ready with me. This is the first time I've worn a full face of makeup in pretty much 2 weeks. I am in Mexico right now. We're going out for dinner tonight and then off into town, so I thought I would do a little bit of makeup. I had a request on one of my videos a while back to use the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette in a video, so that's what I've gone ahead and done here. I love this palette for travel because I don't have to bring eyeshadow, bronzer, blush, or highlights separately. It all comes together in one palette. So I really love it for that, and I use this all the time. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. It really supports my channel and helps me to grow by showing the videos that I post to more people. And let's just get into the video. So it's been almost 2 weeks since I last wore foundation. I feel like my skin is in love with me because of that. Kind of making me think I'm gonna change some of my routines at home because I probably don't wash my makeup brushes in terms of like my foundation brush or my foundation sponge as frequently as I should. And I wonder if that's causing some of the blackheads and breakouts and stuff that I get while I'm at home because my skin's been really good since we've been out here. So, but I am gonna go in with a little bit of foundation right now. I'm gonna use this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. This is in shade number 7, and that's why I'm using this because I feel like it's the only color that will match me of the foundations that I brought with me. It might even be too light, so let's see. I also don't really want to use too much because I don't want to have like a heavy face of makeup. Just before I do that, I'm gonna prime my face with some Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. In the last video that I filmed with this camera, I was looking at the display for a lot of the video and it was really bothering me, so today I'm gonna try and look into the lens as much as I can, but I am using the display as a mirror as well, so if I am going back and forth, that's kind of why. And I think before I go in with foundation, I'm also gonna use a little bit of my Flawless filter. I was thinking I might mix it in, but I think that might be a little bit too dewy for this humid climate that I'm in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just pop a little bit of this on underneath and buff that in with my sponge. Okay, now for foundation. So I'm just gonna take one pump of this on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna go in with my, I think this is Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. A buffing style brush is my favorite way to apply this foundation. And I'm just gonna really spread that out. I am in no way looking for a full coverage from this. I just want to kind of even out my skin tone a tiny bit. Alrighty, next I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This concealer is way too light for me right now, but it's the only one I have. So if I've been wearing makeup, I've just been popping a little bit of this concealer on, and I'm literally using the tiniest little bit. Because the color is just way too light for me at the moment. And to set that, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Genius Magic Powder. I've talked about this before, but I do not like to travel with pressed powders, especially my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powders because they're so delicate. So a loose powder is great for travel because it can't break on you. And I'm just going to pop that on top of the areas where I put concealer. So underneath my eyes, on my forehead. And then I'm also going to use that throughout my T-zone because my T-zone gets super sweaty super quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and really quickly fill in my brows here. I'm going to use a pencil and then set them with a gel. So I'm going to move on to sort of the star of the show here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette. This is the Beauty Glow palette. It's maybe 2 years old, possibly 3 years old. Shirley comes out with one of these palettes once a year. Usually they come out in October, which is during the time that she launches her holiday collection. They're limited edition and she usually comes out with new colors every year, but she has done repeats before, and so we say they're limited edition because she only does sort of one launch per year, and then the next year she typically changes the colors, but we never really know what's going to be coming out. So like I said, this is the Beauty Glow palette. We have really nice neutrals across the top here, some pink cheek colors. And the way that these palettes work is it's supposed to be an all-in-one. So it's a look in a palette. So you have eyeshadows, bronzer, highlighter, and then blush colors. Of course, you can use all these colors on the eye as eyeshadows as well. So it's quite versatile. I really love these palettes for travel. They're super convenient. Also, if you're someone who doesn't really want to change up their makeup every day or just want something really quick and easy in the mornings, they're really good for that too, because you literally just work your way around the palette and it's super quick. All your colors will go together, everything matches. It's all designed to work together as one look. So really easy if you don't want to think about your makeup too much in the morning. So I am just going to prime my lids with my Laura Mercier eyeshadow primer. And we're going to start to work our way around this palette. So I'm not going to do anything revolutionary here. I'm just going to start with shade number 1 in the palette all over my lid. I'm going to kind of enhance the shape of my eye with shade number 2, and then we'll deepen things up a little bit with shade number 3. So we're just going to work our way across the top row here. Eyeshadow is another thing that I haven't done in almost 2 weeks. It's kind of feeling like one of those things, if you don't use it, you lose it, you know? Okay, so just super easy eyeshadow look. Next, I'm just gonna take a little bit of black liner. This is Bedroom Black by Charlotte Tilbury. It's one of her Rock and Coal pencils. And I'm just gonna kind of smudge that in right up against my lashes. And then blend that out with a little flat definer brush. Just taking the brush onto the tip of the pencil, and then using that to line on the inner part of my eye. And then just with whatever eyeliner is left on my little brush from smudging that out, I'm just gonna do a really small little smoky wing on the outer corner just to kind of lift my eye out there a little bit. Okay, the mascara I brought with me is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Volume 2. I brought this mascara because when I'm on holiday or like in a hot tropical place, I don't really feel like doing my makeup and I don't like spending a lot of time on it. So this mascara has a super huge wand, and a lot of product comes onto the wand, and therefore a lot of product comes out onto your lashes. So that's what makes it so volumizing. It also can make the lashes look a little bit clumpy, but really that's where your volume is going to come from. So because of that, it's not my favorite mascara, but it's super, super quick because it puts so much product onto your lashes. So that's why I brought it with me, because when I want to wear mascara when I'm away, I just want it to go on very quickly and for me not to have to do multiple coats. Okay, so moving back into this palette, I'm going to take a little bit of the bronzer shade right here on this kind of fluffy little brush from NARS. It got a little mangled in my makeup bag coming down here, but it's gonna do the trick. And I'm gonna apply this to my temples and cheeks. So this is the same bronzer and highlighter that come in the Filmstar Bronze and Glow palette, which is a really popular product from Charlotte. A lot of times people look at this color and they tell me it's not going to be dark enough for them, but I am very tanned right now. Like, Magic Foundation number 7 is a medium color, and you can see like it gives enough color. Like, the color is dark enough. So if you are thinking that the Filmstar Bronze and Glow palettes don't work for you because one is too light and one is too dark, it says that it's for light to medium skin tones, and it's true. Like, it really does work well on a medium skin tone, as well as light. Okay, so for blush, we have our Swish and our Pop color in the blush palette here. So I'm gonna take my little blush brush, which also got a little bit mangled. I'm gonna swish it into that top shade and then pop it into that bottom one there and apply that to the apples of my cheeks, and then bring it back in with that bronzer. I know in this palette in particular, when we were selling this, a lot of people thought that this blush color would be too dark on them, but it's honestly such a beautiful color and it mixes so nicely with bronzer. The two go together so well. My nose is already starting to sweat. Okay, so next let's go ahead and highlight. I'm gonna use the highlight color from the palette here. And I'm gonna put a little bit of that right on the tops of my cheekbones. And I think I'll add a little bit of that just right above my brow here too. And I'm gonna use that color as well on the inner corner of my eye. And we are almost done. So all I have left is lips. I've been doing the same thing over and over again for lips back at home. I literally have not worn a lip product since I've been here besides lip balm. But I think I want to do something different. What lipsticks did I bring? Oh, I brought Live It Up. I never wear this color anymore, but I'm not really feeling like Barbie pink at the moment. So I'm gonna take this lip liner from MAC. This is Soar. Kinda went a little crazy with the overdrawing on that side. When you don't practice, guys, things get a little sloppy. I'm gonna kinda blend that out with my finger a little bit. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of this gloss right here. This is Portobello Girl from Charlotte, and pop that right in the center. I won this lip gloss in a draw. Like, I can't remember if I sold a certain amount or something. I got to pick just a random product out of a bag when I was working at the counter, and I got this lip gloss, and I remember being disappointed. Like, I wished I had gotten something else, and now it's my favorite CT gloss at the moment. The same thing happened with Jean. I got given Jean and I wanted something else. That's one of Charlotte's cream shadows. And I remember being disappointed that I got it, and those cream shadows are like my favorite thing ever now. So it just goes to show things are not always what you expect. Okay, so that's it for this very simple, very quick and easy, super glowy and neutral makeup look with the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette. I'm gonna try and figure out how to show you guys a close-up with this lens. So much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it too. Subscribe if you're new. If you like vlogs, I have a bunch of them from this trip that I'm currently on my channel right now, so I'm gonna link them right up here. You can go and check those out if that's the kind of content that you like to watch. I'm looking at myself again, sorry. This was actually a requested video, so if you guys have any requests for videos, make sure you leave them in the comments for me down below, and I will definitely do them for you. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.